everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk English. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jeremiah. We're so glad you could join us today. So, Michelle, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are tackling a topic that can be tricky for everyone, especially for English learners. We're talking about small talk. You know, those short, polite conversations we have with people we don't know very well.
Exactly. And our very first tip is to start simple. Don't feel like you need to have a deep, meaningful conversation. Just a simple greeting and a question is perfect. The easiest and most common topic for this is the weather.
The weather. It's what we call a safe topic. It's something everyone experiences and has an opinion about, and it's not controversial.
All right, so let's try it. Imagine we're waiting for coffee. I could say, "Wow, it's a beautiful day out, isn't it?"
It really is. So much better than all that rain we had last week. See what I did there? I agreed, and then I added a little more information, comparing it to last week.
That's a great follow-up. It keeps the conversation going. So I could reply, "Tell me about it. I'm hoping all this sunshine stays for the weekend."
And that's it. A perfect, simple, small talk conversation. We connected for a moment, it was friendly, and there was no pressure.
Okay, so after the weather, what's another good topic?
I think a great next step is to ask about hobbies or what people like to do for fun. It's a bit more personal than the weather, but still very safe and friendly. It helps you find things you might have in common.
Yeah, that makes sense. Finding common ground is key. So you could ask something like, "So do you have any hobbies you enjoy, or what do you like to do in your free time?"
Exactly. Let's practice. Jeremiah, what do you like to do for fun on the weekends?
Lately, I've been getting into gardening. I just have a small balcony, but I'm trying to grow some herbs and tomatoes.
Oh, how fun! Gardening! That's a great response. Now, as the listener, I need to ask a follow-up question. I could say, "Oh, really? That's so cool. Are they growing well?"
They are. The basil is doing great. The tomatoes are still very small, but I'm hopeful. What about you, Michelle? Do you have any hobbies?
A very important part of the conversation. You returned the question. That's so important. It shows you're interested in the other person, too.
Right. It can't be a one-way street.
So, to answer your question, I really enjoy photography. I'm not a professional or anything, but I love taking my camera with me on walks.
That's fantastic. What kind of things do you like to take pictures of?
Mostly nature. Flowers, trees, sunsets, things like that. It helps me notice the small, beautiful details around me.
That sounds very relaxing. So for our listeners, notice how we both asked, "What about you?" and then asked another question about the hobby. These are called follow-up questions, and they are the secret to good small talk.
It shows you are actively listening. Okay, so we have weather and hobbies. What about work? That's a very common topic, especially when you meet people in a professional setting.
Yes, but you want to be careful to keep it light and positive. You can ask, "So, what do you do?" or "How's work going?" But it's usually best not to complain about your job to someone you just met.
That is a very good point. Keep it positive. A great way to transition from work is to talk about the upcoming weekend. It's a natural and optimistic topic.
So, Michelle, how's your week been?
It's been a pretty busy week, but productive. I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend, though.
Me too. Do you have any fun plans for the weekend?
I think I'm gonna check out the farmer's market on Saturday morning. I love getting fresh fruit and maybe a nice coffee. What about you?
That sounds lovely. The farmer's market? I'm meeting some friends for dinner on Saturday night. We're trying a new Italian restaurant downtown.
Oh, that sounds delicious. You just brought up another fantastic small talk topic, food.
Right. Everyone eats.
Asking about a favorite type of food, a good restaurant, or something they cooked recently is always a great way to connect with someone.
Yeah, you could ask, have you tried any good restaurants lately? Or what's your favorite kind of food to cook at home?
And along with food, travel is another wonderful topic. People love talking about places they've been or places they want to go. It brings up happy memories and exciting dreams.
Mm-hmm. It's a great way to learn something new about a person. So you could start with a simple question like, are you planning any trips this year?
Let's give it a go. Michelle, have you traveled anywhere interesting recently?
Well, I took a short trip to the mountains last month. It was beautiful with all the trees and fresh air.
The mountains. Nice. Did you do any hiking while you were there?
We did. Just some easy trails, but it was so nice to be outside. Do you have any travel plans coming up?
I don't have anything booked yet, but I'm dreaming of a trip to the beach, somewhere warm where I can just read a book by the ocean.
That sounds like a perfect vacation. Notice again, listeners, how we're asking questions back and forth. It's a give and take.
It really is. And the most important skill here is listening. Pay attention to what the other person says. Show that you're interested with small words like, oh, really? That's interesting. Or, wow.
Right, nodding and smiling helps a lot too if you're talking in person. It makes the other person feel comfortable and encourages them to keep talking.
Okay, so let's say the conversation is coming to a natural end. Maybe your coffee is ready or you need to leave. How do you end the conversation politely?
That's a great question because sometimes that's the hardest part. You can say something positive, for example, well, it was really nice talking to you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Or, I should get going now, but it was great to meet you. You can also wish them well by saying, enjoy the rest of your day or have a great weekend.
Exactly. The goal is to end on a friendly, positive note. Remember, the point of small talk isn't to become best friends in 5 minutes. It's just about making a polite human connection.
So let's do a quick recap for our listeners. We talked about 5 great topics for small talk. First, the weather, always a safe and easy start.
Second, hobbies and interests to find common ground. Third, you can talk about work, but keep it light and transition to weekend plans.
Fourth and fifth are food and travel, 2 topics almost everyone loves to discuss. And the most important rules are to ask follow-up questions, listen actively, and remember to ask questions back.
Practice makes perfect. The more you try, the more comfortable and natural it will feel. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Most people are very kind and patient.
That's the best advice. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We hope these tips help you feel more confident making small talk in English.
Thank you all so much for listening to Let's Talk English. We really appreciate you joining us.
Join us again next week where we'll be talking about 10 common English idioms and how to use them in everyday conversation.
It's going to be a fun one. Until then, happy talking. Bye, everyone.
Bye!